Track your weight loss meals with the MyFitnessPal app. It's a free app to use. You can download it to your iPhone, to your Android or Windows phone, and you'll be able to log all of your meals, track all of your calories, and you'll be able to get your weight loss goals much easier because you know exactly what you're putting into your body. Gregg here from Synergize Personal Training in Benelmine, and I want to help you synergize your life so that you can rock the body that you've always dreamed of. Have you ever wondered how some people can lose weight really quickly without any stress and worry? Well, I found that if you can track your foods, if you track your weight loss meals, you'll get success much easier. You won't have to worry about what you're putting into your body because you'll already know. If you plan it out in advance, you'll be able to work out exactly how many calories each day that you need to lose body fat. It's easy. All you got to do is track your meals every day for at least 2 to 3 weeks, and then going forward you'll probably do it once or twice a week. But it's the first 2 to 3 weeks where you need to track your meals every day that you'll get into the habit and you'll be much better for success. Here's my tip: use a set of scales. If you use a set of food scales, you'll be more accurate at the start, and then once you've got yourself into that routine of 2 to 3 weeks, you'll be able to eyeball your meals much easier, and it'll be a habit, and successful habits always breed successful weight loss. Now, there's many apps out there, just MyFitnessPal is the one that I've used the most, and I've used most of my clients and members of my gym. It's free to use. You can download it from your app store without any stress or worry. You don't even have to pay for it, and in this video I'm going to show you now how you can use it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the app store, or your app store, and we're going to actually search for MyFitnessPal, the app itself, and you're going to download it to your phone. I already have it downloaded to mine, so we're just going to click on it when it's downloaded, set up an account. It's easy enough to do. And once you've opened it, the home screen is here. You can see at the top it has my calories remaining for the day, and then it has this home screen that's got different types of blogs and articles. You can see there that I have no food added to it, so we're going to add in the first one, and it's quite easy enough to use, and it's got a couple of shortcuts on here. You can click add in the first meal from yesterday. You can just repeat it, which is quite cool. And you can see there's my Synergized Daily Digestion Drink and Espresso and Cream, which I had first thing this morning. We can manually search for items. So for example, if we went in and searched for eggs and you click search, you come up with loads and loads of different types of brands, different sizes, and all sorts of different egg ideas. I just happen to have a couple of different brands that I use quite a lot. So I go into frequent, click egg, and there's the top 3-inch eggs medium and 132 calories. And you can see there it has my macros. So click on the tick and we can add that. So that's meal one there for me today. So I have my drink, my coffee, my cream. And the next thing to do now is we're going to add in the next meal. So meal number 2, just going to search down. You can see there's different foods there that I found yesterday. And the good thing here is we can add what's called a multi-add. So if we click multi-add and then search for different foods, you can add them all at one go instead of having to add them individually. So asparagus, bacon, olive oil, eggs. Click on there. It's important to remember the oils that you cook your food in. You need to add that into the app as well, because you need to include that as part of the calories. So there's my 4 items there, and I'm just looking for coffee. So Americano and cream. That's my breakfast, all added in there. So that's meal number 2. So you can see it's 632 calories at meal number 2. Next we're going to do now is we can actually add our meals in for the day. You can do this in advance, which really helps with planning out your meals and making sure you're on track. So like say for example, I'm planning to have a chicken lunch, so I'll put in chicken breast there. And next I'm going to add some spinach leaves to that. So click in spinach, and I just happen to have baby spinach leaves, and this is going to change the proportions. Okay, so that's 100 grams. It just takes a little bit getting used to. The app itself, once you've done it for a couple of days, it's quite easy. So I'm going to add some feta cheese to that as well. So we've had chicken, spinach, olive oil, feta cheese. I'm just going to change the proportion of the chicken. Just going to make it a little bit smaller. There you go, that's it. That's 292 calories done. Oil, just reduce that a little bit. We can alter that down to 10 grams. And the feta we can add a little bit more. Yeah, but obviously if you can weigh your food, that'll be much more accurate rather than just guessing. That way you'll get a much more precise measurement each day when you do your end of day macros. So adding a little bit of salt. It's important to add in everything as much as you can so you know where your minerals are. Going to add some tomato to the salad. And that's that meal now complete. So that's meal number 3, lunch, 312 calories, spinach, chicken and feta, tomato salad. So we can go on ahead now and plan for other meals for the day. So let's go into meal number 4. And I normally have some kind of snack in the afternoon. So let's say, for example, I have a full bar, peanut and caramel one. There it is there. And then to this, I normally have a coffee in the afternoon, so I'll add a coffee. And again, it's going into my frequent foods. The more foods you use, each time it remembers them all, then it's easier to track in for the next time. That's meal number 5. I might even have a dark chocolate, nuts and sea salt with my coffee. So this is quite a tasty bar. Quite high in calories, quite high in fats. So just have to make sure it fits in with your macros. And macros we've talked about in other videos, and I'll talk again in future videos as well. Might even add an apple for later on if you fancy an apple. Just have to be aware now that my calories are over my limit. If you look at the top, they're over by 139. Not excessive, but you just have to bear in mind, if you want to keep yourself on track, you want to keep yourself within your calorie limit as much as possible. So I'm actually going to delete that because I'm over my calories. I brought my calories back down again. And what I'm going to do instead is plan ahead for my last evening meal. So I'm going to have a steak burger made of lean beef mince, and probably have some broccoli with that. And obviously if I have other ingredients I can always add it on top, but that brings you back into a bit more into line there. 1,530 calories. And the exercise is basically just what I stepped first thing this morning. I haven't trained yet, so it hasn't included those extra exercise calories. And at the end of each day, you want to make sure that you're on track with your macros. So I click into the screen there, and you can see my macros with this pie chart. It's quite a good little pictorial to see where you're on. Also click on nutrients, so you can see what nutrients you've had for the day: sodium, potassium, vitamin A, etc., etc. Not really required, but you know, if you want the information, it's all there. You can look at the calories at each meal if you want to be a bit more precise. Personally, I think you only need to know the macros and the total daily calories. You can actually upgrade and pay for the premium subscription. It gives you a little bit more kind of functionality, but I personally don't think you need it that much. I haven't got the premium, I've got the basic one. You can add here the water at the bottom to see how much water you've had each day. Tracking that's quite important. Maybe you need quite a bit of water each day for weight loss. And also now the Fitbit, you'll notice has linked in there, and I'm going to add in extra exercise. So I'm going to add in the elliptical trainer for 21 minutes. That gives me extra calories at the top. So this now will give me a nice little calorie deficit. So 1,600 is the target, 1,530 consumed and 381 burned. Now in theory, if I did this every day for 5 weeks, I'd actually lose weight and I'd be under 90 kilos. It's not 100% accurate, but it gives you an idea of where you can be. And obviously if you're not losing weight, then obviously there's a problem somewhere. And at least using the MyFitnessPal app, you can go back in and you can have a look at what's going on. It's a good idea to check out the goals. So go in there into the goals section. You put in your starting weight. You want to put in your current weight. Obviously if you've just started, your current weight and starting weight will be exactly the same. Go in for your goal weight. You can also choose how much weight you want to lose per week. So I would want to lose 1 kilo per week if I wanted to really go aggressively. Activity level, I'm quite much office based these days, so I put in lightly active. I mean, obviously you can choose the settings for you personally. You can choose how many times a week you want to train, how many calories you want to use. So I'm just changing mine here. You can change it to whatever calories you want to do. So if you look at this, 1,800 calories, and I want to change the macros. So my macros being my carbs, fats and proteins. It's going to switch the mind to 20% for carbs, 40% for protein, 40% for fats. It's pretty much the standard that I would use or I would give a client for weight loss, 40, 40, 20. Might just have to reduce those calories down to about 1600. Obviously it depends on what your BMR is, your basal metabolic rate. You can work this out based upon what weight you are. You can select how many workouts a week you want to use. So I'll train 4 times a week for 30 minutes, which would be ample enough activity for a decent bit of weight loss. You can set different goals for your other nutrients as well if you want to. For example, you can take your sugar down to 10 grams a week. That just means it gives you a warning then if you're over your sugar content. And you can also actually link this into other things. So I have it linked into my Fitbit tracker. You can link it into other apps if you want to. It's quite cool. It's got a good bit of functionality to use with different apps. I quite like it attached to my Fitbit, so that then every time I train, my Fitbit logs it and then automatically logs to MyFitnessPal. It just gives me an idea of where I am in terms of a caloric deficit each day. You can also add in extra recipes if you want to. You can add in your own foods. You can put in your weekly weigh-ins. It's got a couple of things. Play around with it, have a look at it, and use it from today, okay? Before you go, I have a special gift for you. 21 hacks for getting your health back and fitting into your skinny wardrobe once again. Just head over to my blog, synergize.ie, pop in your email address, and you'll be able to receive this free gift straight away. You'll also be able to read my tips and tricks and life hacks for your better body. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you'll see all the latest videos that I upload each week. Subscribe and you'll get notifications each time a new video is published. Synergize your life with my weekly tips and tricks to help you supercharge your body, your lifestyle and your mindset. If you've enjoyed this video, please like or share, click the button down below so that you can get notifications every time I publish a new video. This is Greg, and I'll see you next time.